love the fear confront, man. When we reached out, I was thinking 6 weeks from now, you know.
Hell no.
12 weeks from now, Dave was like, cool, next week.
Yo, you call your brother, I come running, man. You know what it is, man. I appreciate that.
Love, man. Appreciate you, man. So I just wanted to sit with you and get some pointers and some ideas. I've never done stand-up. Like, I've never used my life to create material to try to make people laugh.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll run down a checklist.
Yep.
All right, and I don't know who's directing it, but you might want to put these things on the lower third.
Ooh, on the lower third?
Yeah.
Put it right
around here. There should be
some
words, okay.
See, that's why you come to a master, right there.
Yeah, you know, I know the lingo. The first thing I'll tell you is confidence is key. I was in the Middle East years ago. After I quit my show, I was trying to find out what I wanted to do with my life. And while I was there, Jimmy Carter flew to Israel. So everybody in the region was talking about a former American president being in the Middle East. And while he was in Israel, a book of his was released, and its title was very controversial in Israel. And the title of the book was Palestine, Peace, Not Apartheid. And people were very mad in Israel. There was a lot of mean stories that came out in the paper, but some people were supportive. And while he was there, Jimmy Carter said, I want to go to the Palestinian territory. And the Israeli government said it's too dangerous. And if you go, we cannot protect you. And man, Jimmy Carter went anyway. I will never forget the images of a former American president walking with little to no security while thousands of Palestinians were cheering him on. And when I saw that picture, it brought tears to my eyes. I said, I don't know if that's a good president, but that right there, I am sure, is a great man. It made me feel very proud. The presidency is no place for petty people. So Donald Trump, I know you watch the show. Man, remember, whether people voted for you or not, they're all counting on you. Whether they like you or not, they're all counting on you. The whole world is counting on you. And I mean this when I say this. Good luck. Please do better next time. Please, all of us, do better next time. Do not forget your humanity, and please have empathy for displaced people, whether they're in the Palisades or Palestine. Thank you very much, and good night. The reason you should be confident is primarily because you're Will Smith. Like, it's not gonna go bad. No. Because I've been watching you for years. You're actually a funny dude. I've spoken to you before. You're a great conversationalist. And what else do you really need? All you need to do is pick the right to talk about.
Yeah.
So then, number two, pick the right to talk about. And the best advice I got ever doing comedy was from a comedian that was not particularly good, but the advice was very important to me. He said, you are one of these comedians that think you have to be funny all the time, and you don't. But you do have to be interesting all the time.
That's deep.
It works, man.
Like that.
Yeah, it is.
You have to be interesting all the time.
So you just gotta look at it like you're conducting a conversation with no rebuttal.
Got it.
They're talking back with their laughter, or in many cases, in my cases, their disapproval. It's definite. You know, but especially someone of your stature, if they can feel you, they'll never forget you. They'll be like, okay, this is the greatest that's ever happened. And you can tell them about anything. The more embarrassing it is, the more relatable you are, because because everyone thinks you're perfect. Nobody's
part of my bucket list. Things I've always wanted to do, things I've been afraid of. So I'm jumping out of a helicopter. I'm doing stand-up.
And I'm Kathy Griffin.
Yeah. And it's never been more dangerous.
Hello, Q-Tip.
Yo! What's up, boy? Yeah.
It's Will.
I got the
What's up, man?
Man, I ain't got no CeeLo dice though.
I know. Hey, listen, I was like, if that's tip, you got. Trust me, we in Vegas. We gonna easily get 3 dice.
There you go.
It's a CeeLo king.
Yo, them dice.
Don't let the smoke
Dice.
taste fool you.
Listen, they just
He'll
do.
take all your money.
They just the dice do. They do what I want them to do. They do what I want them to do.
1, 2. Hold up, boom, get the right angle, bam, bam, ooh, bam, jam, that's hot. So yeah, we just back from Vegas. So it was good, it was a good trip. I'm feeling very excited. All right, can I be honest with y'all? I'm just testing the camera. This is my first, it's a new camera, so I really don't have nothing to say. I'm just testing the camera.
The stand-up is about exploring my life, having the opportunity to think about my life and think about my experiences in a way to craft them into jokes is a beautiful self-exploration. With me being the source of the material, I just need help mining my life and mining my experiences to be able to structure them into a routine. I got a sense of the type of stand-up I'll do. I think I'm a straight storyteller. It's not jokes for me as much as it's stories.
As a fan, I kind of wanted him to talk about stuff that I want to know, you know, like how he feels about his family's success and how his family is growing and how they're all superstars. Talk about some close things that people really haven't heard about on stage. So it's gonna be really intimate. It's gonna be a door opening into Will's life.
It's my morning walk. I usually take a morning walk out at the house. Jada turned the whole damn house into a set. See that? Look at all that. What the is that doing? What is she shooting on the roof? Y'all see that? That's my house. I have lost control of my house.
Tell us the real reason, the deeper reason for you as to why you are doing this.
You've known me for a really long time. You've known me for more than half of my life.
Absolutely.
You know how much fear I function under.
Absolutely.
The construction of the character of Will Smith was in order to not be scared. On the show, the way that I talk to women, the fun that I would have as a character talking to women was because of how freaking terrified I was my whole life to talk to women. What I've discovered is as I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear, I feel more free.
What's up?
In my mind, there's a huge potential emotional tragedy in people going, I'm getting nervous.
Are you?
We're getting close. Yeah, I'm actually getting nervous. I'm gonna learn something about myself. One of the things I'm already clear about is I care too much what people think about me. Like there's something I have to earn from people, like addicted to adoration. Like I thought I had broken that, but as I can see, I still struggle with a little bit of a need for approval. The nerves around being judged are huge for me. It's been a big part of the difficulty in experiencing the joy that I want to experience in this life. And even doing the stand-up, if it sucks, it sucks, but I'm not going to allow the fear of the disapproval of others to keep me from living the way I want.
The good news is, fear is good for comedy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the best.
I need that.
One of the best shows I ever seen, a guy that went on was Terrified.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, no,
Good.
that's good.
So I'm lined up for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely lined up for that.
The other thing is you gotta remember, you're a big star.
Yep.
If you look anybody directly in the eyes, they might look away.
Wow.
That's the power of celebrity. And you're a good dude. You don't have to put on any airs. You just, whatever. You know, I mean, being a good dude in comedy, that's rare. Comics are ass. You know the hardest part for acting with me? Not looking in the camera.
Not looking
I can't even do the basics.
Do you have any comments about Kanye West running for president?
What?
Kanye West running for president.
I've heard nothing about this man.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't heard anything about this.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll get the right celebrity in office.
Yes. Can you, Will Smith, or you run for president?
You would vote for me if I ran?
I would.
All right,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna take that under advisement.
Please.
And I'll be the vice president. That way, nothing bad will happen to Will.
Oh my God, that is wonderful.
A rock and a hard place. We're calling that ticket.
I love you guys.
I love you. Be well.
We have to make a movie together.
That will be hilarious.
All right, man, what's my last minute pep talk?
You said something to me in Vegas that I've been thinking about since you said it, about confronting fear, like that's what your life's about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great way to live. But the thing that is so admirable about it is, even myself, I rarely step out of my comfort zone. Let me tell you, you know who makes me nervous when they're in the audience?
Who?
Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get starstruck. Something about when I see him in an audience,
Really?
it makes me feel bad about myself. Because I know he's better than me. Even though he don't do it anymore, I'm like, you're naturally more gifted.
Eddie's hilarious, man.
Feel that energy? Feels good in here, doesn't it? Well, don't forget, herpes is in the room.
I've definitely used fear to overcome my internal and personal weaknesses. How can I use the negative emotion that I'm experiencing and direct it toward positive outcomes?
I want to bring another guy up on stage. This guy is actually his first time doing stand-up, but I don't know, something about this guy. I feel like he might have a future in it. And every once in a while, as the host, you got to go with your gut. So please give this next gentleman a warm round of applause. Make some noise for what's his face.
I know y'all like, what the hell is Will doing up there? Let me explain. It's my 50th birthday next week, And I've decided I'm gonna do every damn thing I've ever wanted to do in my life. I'm gonna meet everybody I wanna meet and go everywhere I wanna go, So this is one of the first things on my bucket list, to do stand-up. Next week, I'm bungee jumping out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon on my actual birthday. Third episode, I'm gonna have sex with Kathy Griffin. Dave made me say that. It's really a new time in my life. My kids all grown, my family, they all doing their thing. And, I've kind of lost control of my house. Like Jada, she's shooting her show, the Red Table Talks. Have y'all seen that? Red Table Talk. Oh, yeah, you saw it, yeah. No, you can enjoy it because she's not telling all your business. Yeah, Jada giving it up on Red Table Talk, boy. Sorry, babe. Because my wife, Jada's here. She's right here. I wasn't expecting Jada to be here. I wasn't expecting to have to say it in front of you.
Will, stick to the script.
I'm not. Oh man. Even Jaden, like Jaden, that's my dog. Jaden was my one family member I thought I was gonna have. He got this new joint, Icon. I don't know if y'all heard what you call an icon living. Start a record label, Misfits. Yo, that joint is crazy. He recorded it in my house, put it out, and never said to me. I found out on Spotify. And I'm looking on my playlist, like, new music from Jaden Smith. Like, who the is Jaden Smith? You know, and I get to the house. I'm like, yo, Jaden, dude, that Icon joint is fire. He's talking about, shh, mommy's shooting in the other room. So I'm like, hey, yo, Jaden, man, that joint is hot. Yo, hey, you think I could jump on that remix? He talking about, I was like, he just looked at me like I'm the second best rapper in my house. So I waited for him to go to sleep. I went in the studio, I jumped on the remix anyway. Boy, you know why you was an icon living? You was born from an icon living. While he was still asleep, I just got all my Grammys and put them all over the house. He came down for breakfast in the morning. I'm drinking my coffee out my summertime Grammy. I'm petty. Like, I'm not even going to front. I'm petty. I come from a long line of petty Smiths. My father was petty. I remember when Independence Day came out, and it was like, it had broke all the records and all of that, and global, biggest movie, everything. And my phone rings at 3 o'clock in the morning. He like, hey. I'm like, yo, Dad, what's up? Hey, man, you see these numbers? I was like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, Dad. I ain't see that. Hey, remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck. Remember I told you that? I'm like, yeah, Dad, man, I remember. Remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck, only what you make. Remember I told you that? Dad, I remember. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Remember I told you that? I'm like, yeah, Dad. He said, that's bull. You the luckiest mother I ever met in my life. I'm Will Smith. Thank you very much.
What I've discovered is if you are comfortable, you're not growing, and that's real. As I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear, I feel more free. It's what Buddha called sublime detachment. Life is so much fun when you don't give a
performance so fun, top of my game, Balan Shalan, the sound of my name rings like the cock of a Glock. Explain my fame easy, I just shock them a lot. I first fake left, move right, all it takes is you to underestimate.
I will say something for sure, right? Will Smith said something that is very, very profound. He said that as he overcomes fear, that is how he builds freedom. You know, one of our greatest challenges in life as human, one of of the greatest challenges in life as humans is fear. We have a lot of ideas, we have a lot of ambitions, we have a lot of goals, we have a lot of things that we want to achieve, we want to do. But one of the things that is drastically slowing us down, is that fear of starting and failing. And sometimes we fail to understand that fear is an emotion. And just because you accept that emotion doesn't mean that the emotion is real. It doesn't mean that you should act on the emotion. Emotions give rise to actions. Thoughts give rise to emotions, emotions give rise to action. You know, excuse, excuse. Just because you exert that emotion doesn't mean you should act on it. You know, just because you exert the emotion doesn't mean you should act on it. And most of the time, people tend to act on emotions that they exert, especially if they exert the emotion of fear. Right? If they exert the emotion of fear, they tend to be scared. In which it shouldn't be that way at all. In which it shouldn't be that way at all. It shouldn't be that way at all. Just because you are scared of something, just because you are scared of something doesn't mean that that thing is wrong, or doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. It's all emotions, and the way you treat an emotion, that is the same way you should treat a thought. You know, if you act on your thoughts, or if you think about your thoughts, it will give rise to emotions. Or if you ponder on your thoughts, right, for so long, it will give rise to emotions. So one of the best ways to do this is not to ponder your thoughts, not to think about it a lot. Not to ponder on it, not to think about it a lot. Because if you ponder on it and think about it, it will give rise to it will give rise to um, um it will give rise to emotions, you know, and having that emotion, you might be scared of trying the things you want to try because you had that emotions, so one of the things one of the things I've noticed in life is you shouldn't let fear slow you down, prevent you from achieving the things and the goals that you want to achieve. Start the process. As time goes on, you will start finding yourself achieving the things that you thought, right, you couldn't achieve. You think and thought you couldn't achieve. You will start finding yourself achieving those things, and don't let any of those things like hold you backward or slow you down. The sky is your limit. You know, most of the time, people have ideas, they have dreams, they have goals, but because of fear, right? Because of fear that we have, it really um, it really acts as a stumbling block or a hindrance to people in um, it really acts as a stumbling block or hindrance in people, especially when it comes to achieving their dreams or their goals. Fear. Because of fear really hinders people's ambitions, people's dreams, and most of the time, not that they are even scared of trying. Most of the time, people are scared of failing. You know, they might be scared that what if I try and I fail? How will people see me? Also ask yourself, what if you try and you succeed? How will people see you? It's something that it is very, very important to ponder about, think about, and know that fear is an emotion at the end of the day, and don't allow it slow you down. Don't allow it slow you down. The sky is your limit. You have the potential, the skills, the zeal in achieving whatsoever you dreamed of, envision, planned, want, and want to achieve. So don't let any of that um, don't let any of that slow you down. Don't let it slow you down. There's a lot that you can achieve. There's a lot that you can explore. There's a lot that you can see. There's a lot that you can do in this life, in this world. So don't let things slow you down. Don't let this slow down. And with Mary says something very, very profound. He said, as he overcomes fear, that is how he gains freedom. He says, if you don't fear, you don't grow. Was that what he said? That if you're comfortable, you can grow. Comfortability hinders growth. Something he said. And that is very true. And it greatly relates back to um really relates back to the statement I made that as you overcome fear, that is how you gain freedom. You can't gain freedom by not overcoming fear. Fear acts as a stumbling block, as a hindrance to people's destinies, to people's paths, and to people's dreams. And if you can only overcome that fear, then you can achieve the things that you've always envisioned, plan, dream, and think of achieving. You know, so don't let fear hinder you. Don't let fear slow you down because there's literally a lot. There's literally a lot you could achieve. You know. Thank you once more, and have an awesome night. Thank you.